Ask yourself quietly, honestly, what did you do to avoid the conflict? What parts of yourself did you suppress, repress, reshape, or silence just to keep the peace? And the harder question, what did you ignore to keep the narcissist happy? Problem for many individuals exposed to narcissistic dynamics, especially within the intimate or familial relationships. Conflict doesn't feel like a disagreement. It feels like a threat to attachment, to emotional safety, even to one's identity. So the nervous system adapts. You become hypervigilant. You anticipate moods. You rehearse conversations. You minimize your needs. And this is not weakness. This is really a trauma-informed survival response shaped by intermittent reinforcement called trauma bonding. Emotional invalidation and chronic psychological stress. Over time, this creates a pattern known as fawning, a trauma response where appeasement becomes the primary strategy for safety. You begin to override your internal signals. Cognitive dissonance sets in. It's not that bad. Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to be quiet. Maybe I just need to ignore it. It's really not all that bad. You ignore red flags. You rationalize emotional harm. You internalize blame. The narcissistic cycle, idealization, devaluation, discard, keeps you neurobiologically hooked. Dopamine spikes during moments of approval, followed by the cortisol during criticism and arguments. This biochemical loop reinforces attachment even in the presence of harm. And then something shifts, not suddenly, but cumulatively. You start to ask, why am I always the one adjusting? Why does love feel like performance? Why is enough always just out of reach? The moment of awakening often comes with the painful clarity. You were never meant to be enough for someone who requires your inadequacy to feel whole. So now a different question emerges. What would it mean to stop abandoning your own self? Reclaiming yourself actually begins with awareness, with clarity, naming the pattern, understanding and recognizing that your adaptations were intelligent responses to a very dysfunctional person. You are not too sensitive. You were conditioned to tolerate what you should have never had to endure. Healing is not about becoming who they needed you to be. It's about remembering who you were before you learned to survive them and choosing consciously, courageously, not to disappear again and just to live for someone supply, for someone to feel safe and secure on your insecurity and making you feel like less than. I hope you liked my video, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, support my channel, help it grow. Hit the like and leave a comment or two for me. Thank you.